Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our Warmonger playthrough in the Humankind Victor Open Dev. Last session was an interesting start to this mini-series as we find ourselves in a rather precarious situation with a rather less than spectacular start. If you consider our circumstances, we are actually not even close to being the most famed people. We're actually quite far behind as far as entering the next era as well is concerned. However, I'm fairly certain that we shall overcome all of these challenges, just like we overcame the flooding at Hattusa, just like we're about to overcome the, who are these people again? Well, in the future it won't matter, I suppose. Hao Zing shall be ours. We'll be declaring war relatively soon into this session, and we will very quickly, I think, eliminate these people, or I say eliminate, but in reality we'll probably just vassalize them. They have to survive in some form, and since they don't have too many other holdings, or any other holdings it seems like, it seems as though they will survive as our vassals. And that, among other things, should help us accelerate our star gain and also our fame gain as well. Playing as militarists means that there's some time spent, I suppose, preparing for war and making sure you're, equipped and you have units recruited. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's what's slowed us down a little bit. But truth be told, I think we're very close to seeing a couple of stars get acquired in quick succession. We'll see the Agrarian Star pretty soon, I'm sure. We're going to see the Aesthete Star. We're going to get the tech we need. Money's going to start flowing even faster and faster. And of course, as we go to war, we will start seeing some of these militarist stars as well. So I'm not too concerned. I think pretty quickly we're going to be entering the next era. Now, before I get ahead of myself, there are a couple of things I want to do as far as housekeeping is concerned. Up over here at Hattusa, I'm actually going to change things around a little bit. These archers, rather than, quote-unquote, waste a turn with their production and then pay for them, I'm going to keep work going on these stone rings, and the next turn, when we can afford to purchase these archers in one turn, we'll go ahead and do that, and we should be able to, we'll be able to afford them, and that way we'll kind of make progress on both things, both our military as well as our stone rings over here at the same time. The reason why I want to do that is because if we take a look at the competitive deeds, there is one competitive deed with regards to building a holy site. And as you can see, that will grant us 100 fame, but only for the first person that does it. So we want to try and make sure we're the first. Now, this thing is going to take 8 turns to make, which is a little bit much. So what I'm going to do, for a couple reasons, not just that, is I'm actually going to attach this outpost over here to Hattusa. Now, just again, a brief explanation. Outposts can stand on their own and they can exploit the various resources that you can find littered across the map. However, at this point in time, this outpost isn't really able to do much else. We've already built the horse ranch. We don't have access to things like harbors or anything like that just quite yet, which outposts can build as well, except you have to obviously get there, technologically speaking, first. So this guy's kind of sitting here idle, doing nothing. He is generating food and industry and a little bit of science as well, and we could use all that back at Hattusa. Now, not only that, but if we do this attachment as well for the cost of just 30 influence, we will also be able to use our outpost over here to recruit units with as a sort of land unit spawn destination. So a couple of reasons to make this attachment happen, and you'll see how this thing that's going to take us 8 turns right now, you can see these numbers, they will change as soon as we click this attach over here. Bam, there you have it. Not an insignificant change in numbers. Now, and again, you can see over here, we're able to spawn units up here if necessary as well. If these guys decide to get fresh with us, we will be able to hopefully respond in one way, shape, or form. Though, to be honest, they're a little, this outpost really puts the out in outpost. It's quite out there, so I'm a little worried about defending this if push comes to shove, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, doing this has definitely helped us not just improve Hattusa, but now if we want to build anything, let's say out over here, we can as well if we want to further improve Hattusa by using this outpost as a central point. So there's a couple of reasons for doing that attachment. Now, with that done, with this en route, I do think we're ready to hit that end turn button. Next turn, we will acquire our unit of archers, and then we can go ahead and move into war against these guys down over here. Of course. I was like, who was it again? It kept slipping my mind. My apologies. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. Down over here, we have this outpost being built as well. These guys will, I think, also establish an outpost somewhere in this territory. Maybe like right up over here on this high ground, because that will give us access to some of these. And exploiting resources also counts towards builder stars, because you actually have to build the, you know, camp or mine or ranch or what have you. Anyway, with all that said and done, let's go ahead and hit that end turn button. And folks, I just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see more Humankind on the channel, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like down below. It makes a very big difference. It just lets me know what people are interested in so I can plan around that. I'm very excited for Humankind myself, and if you are as well, to see it on this channel especially, I'll make sure to give it a special place, as it were. I intend to cover it on the lead up to release, and I intend to cover it on the sort of after release as well, but I'd love to know if y'all are interested. And again, if you have any questions, concerns, opinions, anything you want to share, leave a comment down below. I do read all of the comments. With that said, let's go ahead and yeah, rush our archers out, I suppose, right? Pop you up over here. A little bit on the pricey side, but I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Why hesitate? 4 turns until the stone rings are done. Hopefully, again, we'll be the first to complete them. And I should mention as well, by the way, I realize maybe just to point this out with full clarity, as Hattusa attached this outpost, you can see that our city itself consists of these 2 territories now. It's not like that's why we're able to now use this as a land spawn location as well, because technically it is now adjacent to the city of Hattusa. I just wanted to make sure that was clear, because I quite like this. I quite like the Awari. I quite like that as a very special and different kind of approach, a different kind of building, I suppose. So I just wanted to point that out with full clarity. Let's get these warriors moving. I think I'll be able to afford an outpost. How much would it cost? 50. Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now, influence is important for other stuff as well. Like if we want to build a wonder, for example, we would need influence for that. If we want to, again, as you've seen, to attach cities, building outposts, upgrading an outpost to a city costs influence as well. In fact, if we wanted to, I think you need a minimum of 160. Just check up over here. Yeah, you need 160 influence before you're able to upgrade an outpost to a city, and we will certainly be doing that. Let's go ahead and establish this outpost up over here. I think we might actually upgrade this outpost to a city when we can afford it, because we're not trying to do a one-city run over here or anything, not like the other playthrough we did, so might as well take advantage of the extra growth and production and all that kind of stuff that multiple cities provides us. There's another curiosity over here. Excellent. Down over here. I just want to leave. I just want to get out of here. Maybe we should move towards Hao Zing. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. We're just so horribly surrounded. These guys might be better off going down this way. These guys can go up there. These guys are also... I mean, I feel like I've been dancing back and forth along this river for the last God knows how many, like, centuries or millennia even. I just want to go home. I just want to go home, honestly. Up over here, 4 turns. We're fine. You're fine. Actually, hang on a second. Yeah, you are building something. Good. And down over here, 1 more turn until you're done. That's the one thing you have to keep an eye on, is these orders that you can give to the outposts. There's no, like, as far as I've seen at least, there's no notification. And also I should point out, looks like we have some, well, they call themselves mercenaries, but they belong to the Metanians, and they are an aggressive, independent people. So we could actually hunt them down as well if we want to add to our militarist kind of star gain. But we'll consider that after this war is done, I think. The war with Hao Zing. There's our aesthete star. Excellent. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I need to remember that if I need to use this, I can. Oh, and it looks like the Metanians have, what, settled themselves over here? Yeah, seems to be the case. Anyway, we'll deal with them later. What's the deal down over here? Let's go ahead and pick up this curiosity, not this turn, but next. And let's get you establishing the artisans' quarters where? Let's go up over here first. Why lose that to production when I can just keep it until later? All right, looking good over here. Still blocking our paths. Why? Why do you do this to me? Let me out. Just let me out. All right, we're able to kind of creep up this way. Excellent, excellent. And down here, these guys are still able to move down this way. Oh, hello. Okay, another curiosity. Hoping for more boosts to our science, but I'll take anything, really. I believe that is turn. All right, cool. Looking all right. Let's go ahead and attack now, I think. I should have actually maybe attacked previously. Hit these guys first. Though, really, I could do a bit of both. I could attack these guys first and then next turn attack the city. Or I could attack the city first. No, these guys will slow us down. That's too bad. Alright, well, why don't we go ahead and attack these guys first. Eliminate this army. It won't be very difficult at all. It's just what, 3v1, so we'll be fine, and then we'll loop back and hit the city. That's what I'm thinking. Before I get into that, though, let me just take a quick peek around here, make sure everybody else has their orders. Loop this up. What do we have? A bit of gold. Not a lot, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm really concerned about the these guys down here, Mycenians.
Tell me what is on your mind.
I don't know. They worry me. I've seen them in like other playthroughs, and they worry me. Pull you guys up over here. See what this is. We've got ourselves some animal remains. Excellent. Next turn will be done our next bit of research. And let's pull these warriors towards our actual army over here and see what we can accomplish with them. Let's go ahead and declare our war on the Dou. Now, just to be very clear here, this war is technically an unjust war. Some would say it's a surprise war because we don't actually have a casus belli, if you will, against them. We don't have enough war support to declare a proper and formal war against them. Now, in order to get the war support, we would have to try and instigate friction, create crisis scenarios, have some border skirmishes, break treaties, stuff like that. Stuff that, you know, makes people upset at each other, basically. But fortunately, the game does still give us the option to declare a surprise war, though it does come with some caveats. For one, we get branded a traitor, which is not so ideal. But beyond that, as we declare this war, you will see that there is a constant drop in our war support. So we have to really apply pressure, because otherwise we're likely to lose the war. If this hits 0, we lose the war. Now, the Dou will not be difficult to deal with, so I'm not too concerned about that, but that's something to keep in mind for future scenarios. What's the best way to get the best ground over here? Up over there? And it takes us a step away from the city. I think I'll take my risk down over here. I think we'll be fine. What are they, just a bunch of scouts? Oh, a bunch of cowards is what they are. Fair enough. Unfortunately, that still consumes our turn, so there's nothing we can do about that, but next turn we'll be able to attack the city. And down over here... Oh, hello. Looks like they've actually established an outpost over here. Fair enough. Still, I won't be able to take it for myself, because it is, I think it's attached to Hao Zing. It looks like it, so I won't be able to take it for myself or anything like that. Sure, let's pull up over to here and, like, keep creeping through, I guess, up over here. I guess our scouts are actually scouting, so there's that. Still able to move, alright. Pull up to here. That's our turn. Or is it? Or is it? Down over here. Yeah, okay, you're going to take some time still. These guys will take some time as well. But up over here. Oh, you've got 7 turns as well. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Sorry, it's just one of those things that's become a habit because of how we don't get notifications. Bronze working has been researched. Excellent. We do need to take control of some copper. We need to exploit copper if we're going to take advantage of this. The spearmen are better than warriors, so we would like to try and get them ASAP. And the garrison is actually an excellent building as well to sort of build as forward operating bases. This is a very, very good technology. What comes next is the question, though. Now, we could... I think I mentioned this last session as well. We could go right for the wheel over here. Not only does it give us access to the Gigir as soon as we get access to copper, it also gives us roads, which allows us to move around a lot more quickly. However, writing is very tempting because writing is another competitive deed, or the discovery of writing, I should say, is another competitive deed over here for 50 fame. But apart from that, there's also, of course, these cheaper and quicker technologies, which are very tempting because... we can get scientist stars more quickly. You know what? Nah, let's go for the wheel. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm trying to be less... I'm trying to be more warlike, so hopefully I'm pulling it off, alright. Go and pull up over here. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear, okay. Just look away. We're not looking for a fight. Not with them. Not yet. With everybody else for now. Again, just because we're warmongers doesn't mean we're stupid. Very important distinction. Up over here, let's go ahead and strike at Hao Zing. They will be able to defend themselves. I could wait some time and reduce their levy count and things like that, but I think we'll be fine. Unfortunately, they have got 3 levies now. I think we'll be fine, though. So let's go ahead and assault. Our side is stronger overall, but the terrain, you never really know with the terrain how things will play out. And plus, we want to try and minimize our damage taken as well. Confirm the battle. Let's fight it ourselves. Let's put these guys down over here. Up over here, it looks like... Yeah, they won't be able to attack down here or here or here. That's actually not a good spot to be in. My only concern being down here is that if they actually deploy up over here, they'll be able to come around the bend and attack our archers. Let's put our archers up over here for that high ground advantage and see how things play out, and we can always make adjustments if necessary, right? Our deployment. You guys are actually out over here, fair enough. And these guys up over here, okay, okay. Okay. Now we're the attackers, so the onus is on us to win, so to speak. Why don't we go ahead and start with these guys. You know what? I'm kind of tempted. No, see, if I come down here, I would get another +1 from friendly unit adjacency, rather than the +1 we'd end up with +2 as opposed to +1, but I would lose my +4 from high ground. So let's just fire from up over here. A little bit of damage, not the greatest, but I'll take what I can get. And let's go ahead and strike at them again. Oh man, those benefits. There's another friendly unit somewhere down here that's buffing them up. And up over here, tempted to go into let's defend up over here. Hold the line. See how this goes when they attack us. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That went significantly better, I think, than it otherwise would have. These guys down over here are a concern as well. Fire up there or fire over here. You guys are already heavily damaged. Can we finish them off? These two together we could finish them off, so let's go ahead and fire away, and if we're lucky, the archers alone will do the trick. Ah, no such luck. No such luck. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and finish off the levies and try and hold on to this high ground against these guys. That should give us an advantage. They'll probably come up and get level ground with us. Okay, fair enough. Up over here, I think I'm going to go ahead and defend again. Let them come to us. It worked well last time. Hopefully it'll work well again. Oh, there we go. Down over here. Fair enough. And these guys are swapping up here. Okay. Okay. Clever enough. Okay. But we're alright. Go ahead and get our archers, I think, once more to fire down here. Fire up here instead. Try and reduce how much damage these guys can do. Now, let's focus down over here. Let's go for it. And I think I might actually put both units into defend mode instead. +2 from friendly units, -1 from damaged. I could, sort of counteract that by going into defensive. Yeah, let's go for it. Defend, and these guys, let's defend with you as well. Here they come. Alright, beautiful. That worked out wonderfully. And over here. Excellent. Oh, I love to see it. I really like how battles play out. There's so much more to it than just, like, putting two pieces against each other. I quite like that it breaks out like this. However, this battle will last 2 turns, so that's turn 1 done. And when we come back in the next turn, we'll be able to bring it to its natural conclusion. Looks like we have an event over here. The Darkest Depths. Ooh, this one. Miners and prospective miners and their kin from Hattusa are afraid. Ancient traditions are strong, and many believe the mythical beasts of the old legends are very real. Now, rumors are rife that it was no ordinary bear that attacked Regiment, but a monstrous creature whose den is the city's nearby mine. Many are likely to down tools without action. How should we respond to the rumors? So, we have a few options. We can either dismiss this, because this is absolute foolishness. It'll give us forced labor, adding to the industry, but taking away from stability. We could investigate, which would have people celebrating, increasing their stability. Or we could embrace this, or play along and send in a mighty warrior to slay this chimera, except it'll all be an act. What could go wrong? Now, I've actually experienced this a couple times. Patriotic is great, because for 10 turns, we'll get a reduction in the cost of recruiting units, which isn't bad. However, there's a chance that this could go horribly wrong if you get caught lying. With that said, where do we stand right now as far as our social axis is concerned? I'm kind of tempted to go with dismiss. I would like to make our people, beyond such foolish, what do you even want to call it, like beliefs and whatnot. So sure, we'll dismiss them. Let's get that forced labor. It'll hurt our stability a little bit, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But yes. Stop with this nonsense. Stop with this nonsense. What is our stability? That's not good. That's actually really not good. Stability that low is very problematic. We'll have to do something to counteract that. I don't know if we have any real options. I guess we could... no, we don't. Okay, well, that'll be tough to deal with. We'll be fine. Dealt with everything else, we'll deal with that just as much. Down over here, we could continue moving up towards what will eventually be our home. Well, temporarily, at least, as this war is going on. And I believe that is the turn. What are our warriors doing over here? Yeah, creeping on up. Down over here, we're good. Yeah, Everything else is, I think, going all right. The turn there. The Morians have reached the classical era as the Morians. Okay, fair enough. That color, I guess it's the Olmecs. We have built a holy site, and we were the first ones to do it, so we get some fame as well. Looking all right, I suppose. Still not, still not fantastic, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. What do we got over here? Baekdu. Where's Baekdu? This. Gotcha. Trying to learn these names. Okay. Our faith continues to spread. Let's go ahead and finish this battle off as the first thing we do over here. Our units are awaiting our orders. Fire away down here. Yep. Get it done. And again, we could just stand to defend, because that's been working out fantastically for us so far. Why fix what isn't broken? Go ahead and defend, and these guys can stay over here, actually, because they will get the +1 from having a friendly unit nearby. There you have it. Victory is ours. Battle is done. This war is done. And we've actually unlocked the Agrarian Star as well, because technically, as we occupy this space, their population becomes our population, and so it pushes us over the limit. We're very close to a Builder Star, to an Expansionist Star, and to a Militarist Star as well. Very close. So like I said, we'll be ready for the next era in, like, no time, basically. Victory against the Doe. We might soon be not just victorious in battle, but in war in its entirety, so that'll be good. Keep moving over here. I have no bone to pick with you, not right now. And actually, as we stand here, we should be healing pretty quickly because we occupy this space. Wonderful. Down over here, keep these guys moving up and around this way. And up over here. Let's go ahead and build what? Okay, looks like our stability is actually recovered. I wasn't sure exactly if it was going to stay dropping or if we'd be able to recover. I was holding my breath and hoping we'd be able to recover, and it seems that is the case. One turn to take advantage of this copper. Don't mind if I do. That's fantastic. Forced labor is excellent. Increases our science gain and also gives us access to a strategic resource which we can use to recruit the spearmen and eventually the Gigir as well, if we're still in this era at the time. A culture's heritage. The capture of the great city of Hao Zing was a proud day for your empire. Marching through its gates, however, it was clear the defeated citizens were equally proud of their own colorful culture. What do you make of their customs and rites? So this is another civic choice, but we don't have a civic point to spend. This only triggered because we captured another city. We'll cross that bridge when we have the civic point to do so, I suppose. But otherwise, these guys are up over here now. We're done this war, pretty much. These guys will be healing up. I wonder if we shouldn't sort of prepare for our next war already. Oh, did we seriously? Oh, no, we just found this. Okay, good. These guys will be able to come up over here, then. I think. I think? We'll see. That is this turn, though. Looking pretty good. Look at that. We're in third place now. Wonderful. There's our Builder Star. Beautiful. Yeah, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Now, it looks like there was a bit of a mutiny going on at Hao Zing. Ooh, civics backlash. When a territory is under the influence of another empire, a civics backlash can occur. The population asks their leader to adapt to this foreign influence and take a similar stance on a given civic. Are we being forced to change? Exchanges between the people of this city and its neighbor Babylonians has led your population to demand changes concerning legitimacy. So I've actually seen this happen to myself on my own cities. However, this city isn't going to stay mine, so I don't think we have to address that. But this is basically a matter of shifting civics based on neighbors and how neighbors feel about various concepts and things like that. Looks like there was another war, actually. What was this? Close to a war victory. That means we have actually won. End of the war between the Babylonians and the Dole. Okay, fair enough. Wonder what they took in return. I can't imagine they took much. There wasn't much to take. All right. Yeah, thank you very much. Our faith spreads, an osmosis event. That was the civics shift. Acknowledge that. And there's that mutiny I was talking about as well. Okay, well, that's not too, The Babylonians are demanding Nikawi, which I assume is this. Yeah. They're not going to get it, not from us at least, but let's go ahead and take a look at the conversation with the Zhou. Take a look at the war resolution. And right, we can make them a vassal. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't I wait a little bit longer to grab one of these or something like that? Well, we can't. Because this is their only city and territory, we're not able to take it from them because that would eliminate them. That would wipe them off the map, and I guess they don't want that to be an option with humankind. It's an interesting decision. But that does mean we will be able to vassalize them, and hopefully they will be useful as vassals. I mean, they don't have much land, so I don't know how much they'll be able to do. But sure, become our vassals and pay us some slight reparations, and let's bring an end to this war. The longer we wait, the less support we'll end up with unless I actively pursue them. So let's go ahead and bring an end to this war and mark our first glorious victory. Beautiful.
I knew you'd relent.
Beautiful. And that will also give us this world deed. Become liege over a vassal empire. Another 50 fame. Yeah, we're looking pretty good, I would say. Like I said, we'll recover. All right, the Zhou have discovered the stunning 5-flower lake, which is this thing over here. All right, good for them. Us down over here are going to hopefully make a move up to this at their first. How do I? What? Why did this spawn at a place that you can't reach unless you, I guess, go by sea? Oh, way to bait me out here. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Continue our return home. These guys, I think, are still healing because they are in vassal territory, so it still counts as friendly, I guess, territory. Down the line, if you make allies, you can make additional treaties that allow you to replenish in allied territory, but that's under certain treaties. And I guess vassalage works much the same way. Let's go ahead and pull these guys back. They don't need to hang out in vassal territory. They can be at home. Looks like there is another battle, which is a little concerning. Oh, I don't like this. Well, we're not going to win that one. Oh, no. I think I know exactly what's going on over there. And Hattusa is idle as well. Well, we have our hopper, right? We could... Well, this thing will take a turn to produce. I'm wondering where I go to war next. Maybe against some of these Mitannians and the Hyksos. These guys took the territory that I wanted with the horse and the sage. Yeah, we can beat them back and get some militarist stars that way too. Sure. So why don't we go ahead and recruit actually locally now? If these guys come down here to help afterwards, I think this is probably a better spot. 1 turn until this is done. Well, let's see how long it'll take to recruit a unit of spearmen. 2 turns. Maybe we'll swap that around next turn then. Oh, we're just short. You know what? If I actually pull, let's say, you off of science, you can see how much that drops this down. No. Pull you back over here. How about from food? Pull you over. We'll lose population. All right, can't do that. Fine. Money it is. We'll sacrifice money to get this unit sooner. Sure, can't complain about that. Seems okay to me. Down over here, let's keep pulling these guys. Oh, I don't like this. The Mycenaeans are establishing an outpost over here. We're going to have some border friction, aren't we? This might be a problem very soon. This might be a problem very soon. Okay. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. Let's go ahead and camp out over here. These guys. And let's go ahead and retreat from this battle. There's no point in fighting this one. We will be absolutely destroyed. We might as well keep these warriors standing and fighting. Probably to the south over here. Probably. And that's this turn done. Okay, fair enough. Our outpost over here is complete. You guys are still up over here. Let's try and organize this a little bit. So slow. When they retreat, they go very far. There's this army up over here as well. There was this... These guys move like up over here, right? Okay, so we are able to move in a little bit. We're pretty badly hurt still. Get our spears maybe taking a peek. Risky, risky, risky. Don't want to get them like caught out of position, isolated or anything like that. Pull you up to this high ground. Let's go ahead and form up together. So that if the worst does come to pass, or at least we have a sizable force, if not a fully healthy one. Now let's go ahead and recruit some more spears, I think. You can see from 17 the strength goes up to 20. There's not an insignificant difference. Pull these warriors up as well. And I wonder if I shouldn't prepare, yes, for the worst. Alright, let's go ahead and use this as our spawn point. And let's go ahead and recruit some archers. Pull more people off of gold if necessary. Off of money production, rather, I should say. Makes a marginal difference. Not enough of a difference. So we won't do that then. Anything that'll be done sooner? Just the salt mine. For more food. Grow a little bit faster. Ooh, decisions. I think we're okay. Down over here. 3 turns for that to get done. Over here, 20 turns. Wow, that's slow. Well, I guess at least we'll be doing something. I believe that's the turn. You guys are still coming back home. Again, we can disband them to make them population back at Hattusa, and then go ahead and turn them into proper military, I suppose. Alright. Doing okay, doing okay. I really do hope our vassals are, you know, useful. I like useful vassals in my my video games. Oh, very close to another athlete star as well. Oh, these guys going to attack us? No, they stopped just short of it. Fair enough. I could probably take them on now. But let's take a quick look at the situation here. We're in 3rd place. Alright. Man, people in 1st are really skyrocketing ahead, aren't they? Okay, okay. We'll be okay. We'll be just fine, I hope. Let's go ahead and attack these guys. What you got? You got a chariot, and you've got some archers. You have some spears, and we have some archers of our own as well. If we strike from up over here, we will have access to the high ground, but so will they. We can pull up over here and attack, and that gives us all the high ground. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Again, I like how positioning in the campaign map actually makes a difference. Go ahead and confirm the battle. Looks like they will stand and fight, which is excellent. Gives us the opportunity to get some more militarist stars. We've got our spears down here. Sword, archers. Seems reasonable. Would like to put spear against chariot, but these guys might ride around. Well, we'll see. I'm fine with this deployment. We go first. Fire down at the chariot. Oh, fire down at these archers. Yeah, they'll take a fair bit more damage. Sure, let's go for it. Range versus range. Come on now. Beautiful. Not bad, not bad. I don't know if they'll actually come to us. Again, we are the attackers. The onus is on us. But we can hope they'll come to us and we don't have to surrender the high ground, right? Go ahead into defend right now. This battle will last 2 turns if necessary. Oh, wow. Did I not call that? Chariot slipping around the back over here. Smart of them to do. And now they'll hold on to the high ground as well. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Our archers back over here are unfortunately not able to see the enemy. We're able to loop back around over here. They will have the high ground, but we have +5 from anti-cavalry. I wonder if we can't pull you down over here. Let's try this. Let's try this. We could pull these guys back up over here. This little dance is gonna... Okay. Pull you up over here. Pull you down over... Can you get up there? Can't imagine you can't. Okay, pull you down over here. Be able to fire from here. At the chariot. Go for it. Should have moved the spears up first, actually, for the extra... No, actually, it doesn't matter because they're still adjacent. We still have the bonus. Go ahead and move the spears up over here. Excellent. I just didn't want to put these guys on low ground. And now we have the +5 from anti-cavalry, +3 from the adjacent friendly units, and should be good. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of damage. Beautiful. And we might finish them off. Might. Right. I guess not. Could have gone into defense instead. Might have been a good idea. Pulling back around this way. Trying to strike at the archers again. No, chasing after these guys. Well done. Archers firing as well. Up at the spears, it looks like. We're okay. Good stuff. Archers finish the job. Close to it. Fire away nonetheless. And our swords will go through and... Or, I guess, axes will go through and get it done. Do it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I said... Beautiful. There we go. Oh, what's going on over here? Nice. Took a little bit of hurt. Got our militarist star. Delivered a fair bit of hurt as well. These guys will be able to heal up. Again, we're in friendly territory, and I'm preparing for the worst down over here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're okay. The event over here. Land of the Dead. For hundreds of years, the dead of Hattusa have been laid to rest in burial sites within or close to the city's borders. Now, however, with a fast-rising population and many dying every moon, these sites are becoming overcrowded. Future burials could lead to disease as corpses await processing. Cremation might be a wiser choice. What is your decree? So if we go with bury, we'll see some increased industry, but reduced stability. If we go with cremate, then we'll see quartermaster happen, which is more food, but the increased cost of all of these units that we might need to produce. Increased food is not bad, though. Take another chance with dropping stability? Yeah, sure. Our religious traditions must be upheld. The workers will just have to build more tombs. I'm just curious to see how maintaining a middling ideology kind of impacts us down the line. Sure, so bury. Okay, we're alright, actually. Stability is not taking that much of a hit. We're okay. So archers being produced. I'm a little concerned that I'm focusing too hard down here. If we war with the Mycenaeans next... Oh. They've grown quite large, it seems. Down there, their outpost over here. I wonder if these guys are going to try something as well. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let this happen down here. We need a couple of armies, I think. All these, like, hunting parties that are roaming around, doing nothing of value. Pull you back. Ready to disband them. These guys are done their turn. We might be able to pick up some curiosities here. Maybe a battle over here as well. Let's just quickly check. 19 turns for you, 2 turns for you. And 2 turns for you as well. And up over here. You're done, but there's nothing else we can build. I could try upgrading these guys to a city right now, actually, if we want to. But if we make that change happen, then we'll lose the advantage of the outpost itself, so maybe not. What comes next? Aesthete. I think we'll probably arrive in the next 2 turns. Sure. Cool. End our turn there. A new wonder can be claimed. Excellent. It costs influence to claim wonders of the world. Once somebody claims a wonder, only they can build that wonder, and they can claim another one when they reach the next threshold for influence, but they have to finish that wonder first. Looks like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were already taken by the Morians. Fair enough. They are, they're leading the pack, aren't they? No, they're not, actually. Oh, well. They're already in the next era, though. So don't be fooled by those stars. However, their fame is actually not so great. We have the option of the Pyramid of Giza. Modified district industry cost by 25%, okay. Temple of Artemis. I think this is probably the most sort of military adjacent. It gives us plus 10 health regeneration on units, which is not bad. It's counted as a holy site as well, without counting towards the total cap you have for holy sites. But I believe the Stonehenge does that too. And the Stonehenge is more focused on food and stability. I think we're going to go with the Temple of Artemis. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, we just missed out on a stability boost. I feel like the Hanging Gardens are maybe the weakest of the starting choices. There are more that get unlocked down the line, but I feel like the Hanging Gardens are maybe the least interesting, despite being, you know, historically quite interesting, I would say. The Temple of Artemis it is. Go ahead and claim that. It does cost us that 250 influence. Let's hope I don't regret this and nothing else comes up that would have been a better use. Let's go ahead and... cannot. We will be stronger than them. Not at full strength right now. 2 more kills. It doesn't get us there, but it gets us closer. Why not, right? Take the positions over here. It's all level ground. These guys will be boxed in. We could maybe box these guys in as well. Yeah. So they might actually take the low ground if they want to have some movement. Sure. Go ahead and strike them. They dare rampage through our territories like it belongs to them. Alright, we'll deal with that in a moment. I just want to take a look at some of the other things over here. These guys have been recruited. Excellent. Go ahead and stack up over here. And Hattusa, let's recruit. 21 turns to build the Temple of Artemis is not that bad. But I do want to try and recruit some more units right now. Get some spearmen down over here. Have a proper fighting force down here if need be. And again, just trying to keep these guys over here to see if there's any movement, and if there is movement, then what's going on. And up over here, we've got these guys returning as well. Tempted slightly to send them down here instead. If we establish this as a city, we could use them to kind of boost the population early on. Probably going to be way too long before that becomes a thing, so leave that be. Fate of the free cities. Well, we were just talking about them. The world, as it ever was, is divided into the rulers and the ruled, great sprawling empires and proud independent cities. Your struggle is with other empires, but you should not forget the part these free cities can play. Nonetheless, it's too early. We don't have a civic point, but another thing to discuss potentially. Go ahead and confirm this battle and see what we can do over here. I'm going to go ahead and swap these guys around. Just so if they do deploy down there, these spears will have an extra advantage. These archers, let's go ahead and put you up over here maybe? Or rather up over here. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. Oh, would you look at that? Hold it. Again, though, we are the attacker. Let's go ahead and fire first. Go for it. A little bit of damage done there. Send our spears down. Can cause a fair bit of hurt, actually. We might expose ourselves to them. Go for it. Come on now. Excellent. Look at that damage. Beautiful. Beautiful. And these guys will be able to actually make their way around to attack. If I think that's a good call. I don't think these guys can get that far ahead. No. These guys can, though. Go for it. We'll take some damage, but I don't mind taking damage as long as we don't lose a unit. If we lose a unit, then... oh, that really sucks. Did not get the kill there. If we lose a unit, that's unfortunate because... you know, you have to re-recruit a lost unit, but a damaged unit will be healed. We might actually lose this unit. Just barely survived. Just barely survived. Alright, let's move our archers. Let's move the spears down here first. And I'm gonna guess we could just kill these guys. I'd like to reduce the damage we take, though. So fire on these guys first. Excellent. I think we got a veterancy in a recent battle for these archers as well, giving them some extra damage. And the spears down over here. Yeah. Finish the job. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Get off my property. Okay, good stuff. These guys will continue to heal over here, just be surviving. Actually, they won't heal up over here. They're outside of home turf. We'll pick this up and then return back home. I'll pick that up first, right? End our turn there. And I do believe the one turn I decide not to check. No, I think this just got completed. Go ahead and grab the copper, actually. Having more copper is not a bad thing. Form these guys up. We got spears, we got regular melee, we got archers. Soon, we'll have our chariots as well. Soon. At least the copper's arrived in time. Oh, no, this is still working. Up over here, continue to recruit more units. Again, we're slowly eating away at population. It's not like these guys are just costing us turns. Keep that in mind. More archers might not be a bad idea. The Mycenaeans have the Prometoi as their unique unit. Their melee. Post-combat. I wonder... Strength of 24. At least our spears would have a higher strength than that. Our archers maintain distance, but the moment they close gaps, our archers are in trouble. So let's go ahead and get some more spears. Down over here. Yeah. One turn is all it'll take. That sounds good to me. Pull these guys up over here and perhaps disband them. Because there's no more use for these scouts. They might just get picked off, you know. Eventually we'll be able to take to the waters, but there's some time before that becomes an option. So sure, go ahead and disband you. Go from pop of 7 to a pop of 8. And actually, when's the next... oh, Agrarian Stars along. Looking okay. +1 in 3 turns. Let's go ahead and disband you. Oh. Sure. Looking good. Can't complain about this. Spears we can pay for. Relatively affordable. Yeah, sure, you know what? Let's go for it. I'm actually going to change my recruitment up to over here now. And let's prepare for the worst up over here. Cool. Take advantage of the fast production rates while we can, right? Group these guys up over here. Pick up that curiosity. Sure, a little bit of money made. And pull back home. And now we can start healing ourselves up. Wonderful. Wonderful. 1 star is all I need. Oh, we should have it next turn with the athlete star. There it is. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Did I not call it? Holy. Alright, okay, fair enough. As much as I feel like I prepared for this, I feel like I'm not prepared enough for this. But the Mycenaeans have declared war. With a war support of 50, so it's a surprise war. Their people are most certainly upset about it. Yeah, they will be losing war support. So we just kind of have to hold the line and and get some victories against them, and they'll give up on this war.
Speak.
Hey, man. Come on. Work with me here. I really hope that we are going to work together in this situation. There's a ransacking. Oh, wow. Guess I was kind of calling this as well, wasn't I? The Morians have declared war on us as well. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. And they're coming in hot. Okay. Their javelin throwers and their spears. Okay, these guys are terrifying. Ransacking up over here. These guys are scary.
We'll talk later. First, let there be war.
Okay. Okay. It is an unjust war, so that'll work to our favor. They're going to get some work done over here. I think we'll just be sending units off to die if we recruit them up over here. So let's be smarter about it than that. Let's go ahead and fall back, accept that this will be taken, and then we'll come back and take it back and more besides. This, though, this is not good. Can I get my army over here, rushing down? Latusa. Well, let's get these guys off of there. Let's pull you down to maybe here. Try and control the area, right? Down here, high ground. No attack from there. Level ground. No attack from there. It's a decent choke point. Up over here, up over here. High ground against that, though they can get level ground up here. They can only attack from one side there. Just trying to figure out where I would like to hold my my ground. Let's pull them down to here, because I suspect they'll be coming hard and fast. Let's continue recruitment over here. Reinforcements are not yet a thing in battle. Reinforcements are not yet a thing. I wonder if I should build the Temple of Artemis. I don't know if I can yet sacrifice population to rush it out, but it might be something to consider. That health regeneration could be quite handy. Though that's only if they survive their battles, obviously. Let's first maybe establish a garrison. So a garrison, well, we have to attach these territories for that. Garrisons have benefits in battle as well for adjacent, as you can see, +1 combat strength in combat for units adjacent to the district. But hopefully the fighting won't happen on home turf. Like proper, you know, city outskirts, I mean. Let's go ahead and establish the watchtower. Nah, it's not. Let's just get some straight up units. Some more spears. Ready to enter, sorry, the next era as well. Remind me later, please. I'm not... Oh, I'm torn. So I'm not sure if we will still have access to the Gigir if we move on to the next technology. Or into the next era, sorry. We should. With every other culture I've played, it has stayed. However, I had already unlocked the technology before I moved on to the next era. Now, if we are going to move on to the next era, maybe we should do it now. There is some competition right now, and I don't want to have my pick stolen from me. And it might happen. Alright, you know what? I think we're going to do it. Take a quick peek around to make sure everything's alright and in order. Again, 16 turns for you, 3 turns for you. Up over here. We might lose this, but at least it was... Damn, that's unfortunate. And up over here, you're able to build, to take advantage of the copper. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Hopefully our vassals will help us in this situation. But yes, let us enter the next era. We will continue to be militarist, so I don't have to worry about losing access to this special ability. If we take a look at our options, first I really quickly want to take a look at our current situation. We're kind of missing out on some fame, and if I was trying to like maximize it, I might be a bit more patient. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Go ahead and take a look at our options. So, the Morians and the Huns have already been taken. Now, the Huns are an interesting pick, and it looks like the Mycenaeans have actually gone with the Huns, so they are sticking with their militarist roots. I was kind of tempted to take the Huns, but it seems as though I am perhaps just a turn too late. They will have formidable steeds, +3 combat strength on cavalry units, and +3 combat strength on mounted nomads. They have the Ordu, which automatically upgrades outposts. These outposts cannot be attached to cities. However, it is, I guess, just another way to recruit units, much like we're doing right now. It's a way to recruit units at different locations. I feel like we're going to actually lose access to that ability when we move to the next era, because I've seen that just like you can keep recruiting units from older eras, you lose access to the buildings from older eras. But that's been when I had to actually place the buildings. It wasn't the automatic upgrades. So I'm curious with regards to what happens with this when we switch over. Anyway, these guys also have access to the Hunnic Horde, which is terrifying because when these guys kill enemy units, they gather food and they can multiply, just like we were doing in the tribal era. So that's kind of scary to be up against these guys. Anyway, we are not going to be the Huns. We instead are going to be the, well, we could stay as the Hittites. We have the option of the Axumites, the Greeks, the Carthaginians, the Celts, the Goths, the Mayans, the Achaemenid Persians, and the Romans. That +1 unit slot available for each army is tempting. These guys are expansionists though, and there is some overlap, but expansionist relies more on the use of stability and influence and claiming territories. I think I explained this last session as well. So our option then is the Goths. Nimble Pillage, +5 combat strength from ransacking on army. That's quite valuable. We just have to make sure that we do some ransacking. We have access to the Tumulus, which gives us influence, faith, at the cost of stability, and we have access to the Gothic Cavalry as well, though we'll need iron. Quite a bit of iron for it, actually, and we're about to lose access to iron, which is unfortunate. Damn. Heavy Cavalry, fast, hard-hitting mounted unit able to charge enemies, receive bonus combat strength if attacking non-adjacent enemies, much like our existing Gigir, which hopefully we'll still be able to recruit. And they're also ransackers, bonus combat strength when ransacking and fighting on enemy districts. Ah, that second half was interesting. Alright, well, they're the only militarists left for us to pick. Take advantage of that nimble pillaging. The fallen will not be forgotten as we fight for greatness.
As urban centers grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability.
All right, into a new age. Oh, music. I love it. I love it. Look at us modernizing our territory over here. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. We've got the Nubians arriving as well, it seems, and I think if we flip to the next... Yeah, the Huns have arrived as well. The Mycenaeans have become the Huns. Now, let's see what the deal is over here, actually. With Hattusa, are we still able to? No. We're no longer able to recruit all the way down over here. So, that is potentially problematic. Next turn, we will have enough influence to attach this outpost. Unfortunately, that would kind of slow some things down. Instead, I could convert this to a city. In 2 turns, we'll have enough influence to do that, though it'll take 7 turns for that to complete. Yikes. Yeah, the advantage of being able to recruit at a distant location has been lost to us. Though again, that's where I was talking about the garrison, because we can use the garrison to recruit far, far ahead, right? We might want to establish a garrison actually up over here to help with this war. We still have that opportunity. And it'll take only 3 turns. The spearmen will be done in 1 turn. We could send them rushing down south. And the furthest south we can build a garrison is actually like right up over here, which does save like, what, 1 turn of travel? That's not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea. We could pop you down over here, perhaps. Oh dear. And there is the... It looks like... Well, we'll be building roads soon, I imagine, so hopefully that'll speed things up as well. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and pop you down over... So I'm just kind of hesitating about this one. It doesn't seem like the most useful use of resources. Got high ground over here. I'll have a choke point as well. The back is protected. Level ground on these guys. Yeah, sure. We'll do it. I could not pay for it. It'll take 3 turns. I think I'm better off actually letting this happen in 1 turn and then paying for this afterwards. It'll take a little bit of time before we can afford that. Pay for you. Get you moving sooner rather than later. With these guys coming down over here as well. I think we'll deal with the, well, the Huns first. And then we'll have to deal with our northern enemies. We have access to the Tumulus. Again, large mounds of dirt accompanied by steel and stone circles. Tumuli are used by goths to cremate or bury the dead. Helps with influence gain and faith increase. Not a bad thing to have, to be fair, but not what we need right now. And down over here, actually, if we take a look at our technology, it looks like we will still have access to the gear when we get the wheel. And further down, I imagine, we will have access to our, there we go, Gothic cavalry with mounted warfare. Quite some distance to go, but with bronze working done, we'll be able to jump to the standing army to get swordsmen as well. And iron. We need that iron, right? Alright, cool. I guess we know what we're doing next. Fair enough. Down over here. Wanted to... We take this higher ground. I want to, like, see what's going on. Oh, hello. Not pull past me, are you? Alright, if we go up over here, we have a slight advantage. The slightest of advantages. What are we up against? 2 units of spears, a unit of promontory. They're all +1 as far as veterancy is concerned. My soldiers are all fresh. We'd have the high ground back over here and up over here. That works to our benefit. But as the attacker, again, the onus would be on us, right, to make the moves. But I think that's probably the right call. What else do we have going on? Up over here, these guys are still pulling back. Yep. Fair enough. We are now working on establishing this. 397 is what we need. Okay. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was a bit nervous. Let's push in over here. Might be pushing my luck, but let's try it. Our side is stronger overall, but only marginally. Confirm the battle. Archers back up over here. Spears up there. And up over here. Not terrible. We can kind of like hold them here, basically. They can't. They can move elsewhere. They can't deploy anywhere else, but they do have to defend their flag. So chances are they're going to stay put. So you know what? This might actually be the best deployment. Yep. They might be able to pull around and come up behind us if they're going to be cheeky. They can try and do that. So let's keep an eye out for it. And our deployment there. Now let's try and win this quickly now. High ground. The friendly units fire away. Beautiful. They actually can't even get... So, this is what's great. Because they only have that one hex available to them, they weren't able to deploy all of their units because we've boxed them in. So, this, like, hash tells you that they have reinforcements available on that tile, but they can't actually get them out because that tile has been occupied. So, that's working out in our favor as well. I wonder if... Yeah, it would cause a fair bit of damage here. The high ground, friendly unit advantage as well. Lose the high ground advantage down over here, of course, but why don't we go ahead and do that? Excellent, beautiful. I'm kind of tempted. Wish I'd put these guys down over here to like loop back and flank. Now we'll keep them over here. Up front over here, though, do we attack? Very close to killing them. We'll take a touch of damage ourselves as well. If we give ourselves the defensive stance, we'd get a +1, negating their kind of advantage there. I don't think that makes a big enough difference. Let's go ahead and attack. Hope for the best here. It was alright. Not the greatest, but it was okay. And I imagine they're going to move out and try and acquire some reinforcements, or perhaps not. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so the archers will finish the job here.
No mercy.
No mercy indeed. Beautiful. And victory is ours. Nice. That was fast. And we strike them again. We can. They're still boxed in. Confirm that battle. Keep these guys positioned like this. It's tempting. It's like, do we keep the fully healed guys up top, taking advantage of the high ground, or do we keep the hurt guys up top, keeping them a little bit safer so they can actually survive? I'm not exactly sure what the right call would be. Let's go ahead and swap out like this. And these warriors, I wonder... No, you know what? They actually wouldn't be able to circle around back this way because this area is not a part of the battlefield. Alright, fair enough. Good enough over here. Go ahead and end our deployment. Let's do the same thing we did last time. Fire away. Beautiful. Back from the high ground. You see that -1 is causing us some trouble. Maybe I'm going to regret this decision. A little bit. That wasn't too bad, but it'll all add up, right? These guys. Do I send you in, or you know what? Let's go ahead and defend. And back over here as well. Let's defend. I'm going to go ahead and say that that was the right call. That definitely worked out quite nicely for us. Beautiful. Archers, get it done. There's those spears off. And one more time, I think, right? Dive right back in there. Confirm the fight. Swap them around again. If the weaker guy's staying up top. I don't know. Sure. Actually, why don't we go ahead and swap these guys around as well? Might be a bad... Might cost me. Because warriors are weaker than spears, but I don't want to lose any units again, because they can heal. As long as they survive, they can heal. There's also the promo choi. Fair enough. Fire away. A little bit of damage down there. 7, negative 15. Actually, I guess the swap wasn't a bad idea. Take that high ground advantage. Let's go for it. Beautiful. And these guys will put into defending. Guys as well. Defend back over here. Here they come. Took a beating there, but we're okay. Fire once more with the archers. Whittle them down. And hopefully these warriors will be able to finish them off. Beautiful. Looking good. Looking real good. Chase in with the warriors. Oh man, that hurt. Looks like we got him. Beautiful. Beautiful. No units lost. We completely obliterated one of their armies. We do have to heal up. Fortunately, we are in friendly territory, so we'll be slowly picking up our health over here. But let's take a look at their war support. Yeah, look at that. 3 recent losses in battle means they're losing a lot of war support, and we are gaining a tremendous amount. I don't think they'll be ready for peace anytime soon. Unfortunately, we cannot push our grievance right now because we're already in the middle of a war. But this is going all right. Man, when you get that gut feeling that you should just scout things out. That worked out. If we had let them slip past, they could have caused us a lot of trouble. It could have caused us a lot of trouble, but no, we cut them down, we cut them apart, and we might actually win that war relatively easily. I don't want to jinx myself. Folks, it is the beginning of the classical era. It is the beginning of a great war to the south and a great war to the north, but it is the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, you know what to do. Leave a like down below. Let me know that you would like to see more Humankind on the channel. If you have any feedback or thoughts about this format, again, it's a little different for me, so I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you have any questions, leave all that down in the comments below, and let me know what you think. Again, if you actually aren't in our Discord, this isn't something I mention nearly often enough, but don't hesitate to join there as well for a fantastic community. We have over 3,000 people, all like-minded, playing similar types of games, strategy games being a primary focus, management and sim games and stuff as well. So, you know, come on, join in, hang out, find some multiplayer games as well, depending on what you're interested in. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that real quick. But folks, this is where we're going to call it a session. Hope you had a good time. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who have been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.